The Golden State Warriors trade for Jimmy Butler changes everything. They get Steph Curry, an all-star co-star once again. And yes, they are the 10 seed, but they're 28 and 27. They'd be like the 5 seed in the East, and right now they're just 4 games back of the Clippers for the 6 seed to completely avoid the play-in, and they're only 6 games back of the Rockets for the 4th seed. They have a lot left to play for with 27 games left in the season, and bringing Jimmy Butler in changes everything. Like I said, they give Steph Curry, who is a perimeter-based scorer, an interior presence that is a great slasher and a great finisher around the rim that does the dirty work. Now, make no mistake about it, this is still Steph's team. Everything about this Warriors team still revolves around number 30, and on the year he's averaging 23.4 points per game, 6.1 assists, 4.5 rebounds, and a steal per game in 32 minutes. Not the most Steph Curry stat line of all time. He's only shooting 44% from the field and 39% from 3 on 11.2 attempts, but this season he's had more gravity than ever in his career. Look at the amount of people trying to guard this man as he hits Buddy Hield for the wide open 3, right? You got 4 dudes for the Bucks right there on Steph, and this is his fewest minutes per game since 2015. So he's not falling off. There are multiple reasons for this decline in points per game, but watch this right here. Supposed to be a stagger screen for Moses Moody. Instead, watch the IQ of Jimmy Butler. He's just going to turn around, screen Andre Jackson Jr., Taurean Prince doesn't react in time, and it's an easy backdoor cut for Steph. He almost smoked the layup, but it doesn't matter. He got it to go. Little step back in the mid-range. That is extremely tough right there. Like I said, he's been getting harassed. Andre Jackson Jr., he's got 4 guys all around him at all times, and it does not matter. Great screen by Kevon Looney here. That's an easy look. You can go ahead and get back on defense if you see that. And then getting to the rim, nice little Gortat screen by Kevon Looney that frees Steph up. But this is the kind of coverages and defense he was seeing before this trade. Now you add in Jimmy Butler, an interior scorer to a perimeter force. Both of these guys are masters of their own craft, and combined together should be elite. Jimmy on the year for the Warriors, he's only played in 4 games, but those are the numbers he's averaging right now, a little over 20 points per game. He had a really bad year for the Heat with all the drama and everything going around. Now he's in Golden State, and he's once again competing for a championship. He's not the alpha on his team for the first time in quite some time, shooting 45% from the field, but I think he will adjust very nicely. He is 35 years old, but he's still got a lot left in the tank. Nice little slip right here, getting to the rim, finishing over Buzelis in the paint, and then doing the dirty work. Look at Steph flying in, can't get it to go. Don't worry, Jimmy's right there, could have been an and one. And then he's still a solid defender. Give me that, we're going the other way. Oh, foul. But the Warriors are 3-1 with Jimmy Butler in the 4 games they've played before the All-Star break, and that is without Jonathan Kuminga. So getting Jimmy, getting Kuminga, it should be really exciting because Jimmy's a guy, he brings that Heat culture with him, right? Doing the dirty work, the gritty plays that win basketball games. He brings that with him from Miami to Golden State, and I think it's going to be a match made in heaven, especially once you get Kuminga back, who is a terrific young talent. Both Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry are getting old. Curry at 36, Jimmy at 35, both over the age of 35, obviously. Not the best, not the most ideal thing in the world, but 22-year-old Jonathan Kuminga brings a little bit of fresh legs to Golden State. He's averaging about 17 and 5 this year with 2.2 assists in just 26 minutes a game. He honestly still needs more playing time, shooting 46% from the field and 35% from 3 on 3.6 attempts per game. And look at the IQ right here, right? Following Kevin Durant, following Royce O'Neal, makes the cut. Kevin Durant doesn't rotate down. Nice pass by Draymond on the short roll, and that's an easy lob. All kinds of athleticism does Jonathan Kuminga have, but he's also got some isolation scoring. Posting up Royce O'Neal right here, and he's just too big. Now we're going to run in transition. Nice pass from Trayce Jackson-Davis. Get up top. Not many people can jump with this dude. In the first 15 games, he was averaging 13.3 points, 4.1 rebounds, and 3 assists. Now, yes, the Warriors were like 12-3 over these first 15 games, but then Buddy Hield kind of fell off. A lot of things happened. He was shooting 45% from the field, 31% from 3. Then things started getting a little hairy, and they started to play Jonathan Kuminga more minutes, and over the next 17 games, he averaged 20 points per game and almost 6 rebounds on 47% shooting from the field and 37% from 3. Once again, watch the IQ here. following Kevin Durant. Tyus Jones doesn't rotate down in time, and that is a big time slam right there. Little body again, Bradley Beal. He can get a bucket in ISO whenever you need him to. Finding the mismatches right here, Mason Plumlee, there is no way he can stay in front of Jonathan Kuminga. And then he's even got a little bit of a three-point shot. Like we said, 37% from three, hanging around Steph Curry. Hopefully he'll be able to get that up. And then making reads in the pick and roll. This is also very promising, right? Trayce Jackson-Davis is rolling, so he is coming off and reading Iguodala. Monte Morris rotates down, and he finds Lindy Waters III for the three ball. And with that being said, if you've made it this far into the video, make sure to hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. As you can see here, pretty much everybody that watches these videos are not subscribed to the channel. If that's you, go ahead and fix that. And now with that being said, let's look at the secret weapon who has been coming on as of late, and that is Quinten Post, a guy that can step out beyond the three-point line and knock the shot down, or he can make a nice pass in the short roll like finding Wiggins right here. Over his last 12 games, he's averaging about 10 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, and 2.1 assists in 17 minutes a night. And like I said, he's a guy that can step out beyond the arc and knock down the three ball. That's probably his greatest strength. 49% shooting from the field, 43% from three on 4 attempts, and works really nicely with Steph. He can also make the easy reads, like we said, in the short roll, but he can really shoot it. 43% from three as a 7-foot rookie? Come on now, that is extremely impressive. Now, I know he's getting a lot of open looks, but still, this guy was almost meant to play in Golden State, and the Warriors finally have a center that is above 7 foot. They haven't had a guy like that since before the dynasty started, and at 7 foot with a 7'3" wingspan, he is a guy that can protect the rim and can also rebound around the rim and be a lob threat on top of being a great shooter. Now, Buddy Hield needs to lock back in, right? He was fantastic to start the year. He looked like the steal of the deadline, or steal of the offseason. It's the Buddy Hield cycle, right? He looks great, and then he looks horrible, and it's like, why in the world do we trade for this guy? But he averaged like 18 points a game over his first 12 games in Golden State on 47% shooting from three-point land on 8 attempts a game. Then over the next 16 games, he kind of fell off a little bit, down to 10.4 points a game, 3.2 rebounds in 22 minutes a night, and he's not scoring it as well all of a sudden as he did in the first 12 games. He shot 40% from the field and 36% from three over this stretch. Still all right efficiency-wise, but not fantastic. And then over the last 25 games, he is falling off. 9.6 points per game, 3.1 rebounds, and 2.1 assists per game. And the bad part is he's shooting 36% from the field and 30% from three over that stretch. If they can get Buddy locked back in, they can legitimately make a push with Jimmy and with Kuminga coming back and a deep bench. If Buddy's not locked in, that probably doesn't happen. They also still have Draymond Green, who is still a fantastic defender and really does everything for this Warriors team. Look at that outlet pass. Straight down the court to Trayce Jackson-Davis for that. Oh, good. That was almost bad. Draymond averages 8.5 points per game, 5.8 rebounds, 5.6 assists, 1.3 steals, and 1.1 blocks per game. And he's even been shooting it a little bit this year. 34% from the three ball on 3.5 attempts, 43% shooting from the field. A little nice little elbow to the back of the head there on Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, and knocking down the three ball as well. Like I said, he's still got that broken backpack jumper, but it works a little bit. And then clamping up Zion Williamson, great contest on the pull-up there, hacks the mess out of him, but they'll call it a block. And then great closeout here on Brandon Ingram. He's 34 years old, still a stone wall right there on Zion. No, sir, you may not. And then watch the pass right here. Little entry pass to the elbow from Podziemski. Trayce Jackson-Davis is just going to roll hard, and a nice lob to finish above the rim on V's Misi. And then once again, finding Buddy Hield right here on the little screen and roll play. They also have a couple of younger guards. Gary Payton II, not a young guard, but he's a guard they got. And then Podziemski and Moses Moody, as well as some depth with like Trayce Jackson-Davis and stuff. We'll see what happens. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. And we're looking for 300 likes on today's video. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching.